Hey everybody, this is Benjamin here at the Centaur Fragrance channel. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I really do appreciate it. Today we're going to be talking about Oud Wood from the House of Sensual Obsessions. Yes, this is an inspiration spin-off, a fragrance that takes homage to the beautiful Oud Wood, the pretty much classic fragrance, the fragrance that really is a Hall of Famer, an award-winning fragrance essentially from Tom Ford. Let's check out this interpretation and this spin-off of the original. What do we got going on? And of course, down below to help me, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share the video, tell a friend, and when you do hit the notification bell, hit all notifications. Anyways, this fragrance, what do we got going on here? And it's just like Oud Wood, but it's got its own differences and its own nuances. The original Oud Wood is more of a synthetic oud. It doesn't really have any oud to speak of. As far as oud goes, it's very tame. It's not animalic or scary at all. Oud Wood by Tom Ford is one of the best mass-appealing, seductive, easier to wear ouds out there. It's spicy. I find it fairly leathery, and I love the original. This one is lighter. It's easier to wear. I have some sprayed on my hand here. This one has a little bit of lightness. To me, a lot of Sensual Obsessions, especially in the opening when I spray them, if they're an interpretation fragrance, it's not exactly alcohol. It has almost a little bit of this cologne, light freshness to the fragrance. As it dries down, that goes away a little bit. Out of this fragrance, the spices, it's like a dry spice. It comes up in the fragrance a little bit more. I don't really get a lot of leather, and that's even though the oud in the original Tom Ford fragrance is synthetic, it still smells very beautiful. And trust me, oud accords, even synthetic ouds, are not cheap by any means. They can be very expensive, and even very expensive niche fragrances have very little oud, real oud to them, if none at all. So Tom Ford, it's a great fragrance, and I respect it. This one, it's decent. It's nice. It doesn't have exactly the same spark. It doesn't exactly smell as good. There's some magic in Oud Wood. There's some juice. There's some spice. They got something going on. There's something's happening in the original that I do not find that's in this one. And even though I'm saying that, I do respect this brand. This is one of the better clones I've smelled of the original. I think the Oud Wood and fragrances that have a truly original DNA, something, maybe they have certain ingredients or certain processes where it's very hard to duplicate. I've never smelled a clone of Oud Wood that did the fragrance justice, that, was a good alternative. I have never smelled an Oud Wood alternative by Tom Ford that was, I think that could be recommended for a cheaper alternative, or even nothing that smelled better, especially than that fragrance. So, this is a decent fragrance. I don't exactly love it, but it's all right. If you're on a budget, if you're not fussy about, getting really close to the original, maybe you didn't like the original very much and you want something a little bit more mass appealing, this is a little bit easier to wear. This isn't as distinct. It doesn't have as much of the leather or the spices, and the oud is that oudy somewhat character. More of those like rich woods that are called oud in the original Tom Ford really aren't here either. So, by golly, it's all right. You might just like this a little bit more because it's a little bit softer. It's not as strong, and it certainly is cheaper on the budget. So you could wear this anywhere, anytime, all year round. Oud Wood is a 24/7 all year fragrance, but I don't think that Oud Wood is particularly good for the high heat. And honestly, it might not even be strong enough for the strongest of winter. You can spray as much of this as you want, and you probably can get away with it. In the winter, you can drown yourself in it because it's so affordable. And this stuff isn't going to be affected by the heat as much as, the original. So, a nice fragrance. It's not bad. I just don't feel like it has the charm of the original. And sometimes, I'm not always a stickler for the original. I'm not always one to say, You know, support the original brand. I like competition. I sometimes like clone brands. If you know, if somebody can do it better for cheaper, competition only helps us as the consumers, the buyers. It really benefits us. This is one of those situations where I'm going to say probably buy the original. I think that the original has some real charm. There's something special about it, and I think that it's a beautiful presentation and all. But it is not. It's not cheap. It is expensive. It's a real investment to get original Oud Wood. It's out of their private collection. You're going to be paying $250 to $300 or so for you know, a bottle of Oud Wood by Tom Ford. Again, from the private, it's a private collection fragrance. It's not cheap. Anyways, if you just want something that smells similar, maybe 60-70% there, and you're on a budget and you just want to spend, you know, $40, $50, $60, this Sensual Obsessions is a decent one. Again, this was sent to me, but I'm always completely honest with y'all. I do kind of recommend you go for the real deal, the king, I guess you could say. Anyways, I do appreciate you know, y'all being here. I do appreciate your love and your support and your thoughts. Let me know below. Do you like Oud Wood by Tom Ford? Do you think it's a great fragrance? Let me know. Does this fragrance sound good? Do you want a more mass appealing, easier to wear Oud Wood? Is that something you want on the budget? Something that's easier to wear? Is this something you've been looking for or that you want? Maybe you don't want the original Oud Wood. Maybe you want something a little bit easier to wear and something that's significantly cheaper. Let me know in the comment section below. I would love to know your thoughts. I would love to hear your thoughts. Anyways, thank y'all so much for being here today. I appreciate all of the love and all of the support that y'all always give me. And if you do want to support me at, you know, here, you know, at the Centaur Fragrance channel, give me the good old like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share the video, and when you do hit the notification bell, hit all notifications so you never miss out on an episode. I upload very regularly, and if y'all haven't been staying tuned, you've been really missing out. I've been uploading just about every day for a very long time. So anyways, I gotta go, my friends. I do appreciate everything that y'all do. Let me know, again, about what you think about this fragrance, and I'll see y'all next time, my friends. Wear what you love, rock what you got. If this sounds nice to you, let me know what you think. Never let me discourage you from trying a fragrance. Get out there, get your nose on it, and if you love it, rock it. So I'll see y'all, my friends, and bye.